I've not done this in so long. Am I live? Am I alive? Hello? Can y'all hear me? I'm not in my office like I normally am, so I don't know if I'm doing this right from here. Is anybody on? Say hi. Is it just me? Oh, hey. Okay. Perfect LY or Perfect Lee. Hey, James. Nick, hey. Craig. Yeah, it's just like riding a bike. I'm on my laptop, and I'm not on my main computer. Okay. Oh, I still have to send you. I didn't save the video. I just edited it, but I did not save it or send you the thumbnail, but I will do that. I was so nervous about doing this. Okay, now we're starting to get some people. Oh, Edson. Hey, Mon. You think I'm Jamaican or? Hey, Mon. My hair, yes. I've decided to try silver. It looks blue on the camera. I said that the last time I did this, and I really liked it though. It's a bluish purpley silver, and I enjoyed it. And y'all know I can't leave my hair alone. It's just people like it blonde, and that's fine, but I don't want to see it blonde all the time. I like it to be pink. I like it to be blue. I wanted to try this silver. Like this up here looks like the color it is. This is really dark right here. But anyway, thank you, whoever said they liked it. Charlie. Kate Aspar, a great belated birthday got me to catch Uppity live. Happy birthday. Belated birthday. In 2020, just the best for birthdays. You know what? I don't need to complain because my birthday is in early March, and I actually got to go to a restaurant I really wanted to go to that served awesome Cuban food, and I got my tres leches cake and opened presents, and that was before the pandemic really hit and you couldn't like all the restaurants shut down like later on. So I was really lucky. Anybody that was like January, February, early Marchish, we got off kind of lucky. And then my daughter's birthday came around by April 1st, and they were shut down. So I shouldn't complain. But those of y'all that are having to do them now, just don't even count this year. Don't even count the year. Don't count your age. Don't even add it to nothing. This year doesn't count. We are ignoring it. Just close your eyes and act like it's not there. Alexis, hey. Bob, hello to you, and you miss my videos. Thank you. I really do miss making them, but I know once I start, like not just, well, I'm going to start vlogging, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But if I started doing the reaction videos again, it was a lot to keep up with and to save my footage and my videos that I watched, and then having to do the editing, and I would overdo it again, and it would just, I don't want to start it and then it fail. So, but I miss doing the videos. I mean, y'all can still watch my videos. I still got Game of Thrones. I still have Lost. Those are probably my two most watched reactions because I start them from the, season 1, episode 1, all the way through. My Walking Deads don't get some people don't even know I react to Walking Dead because I've only reacted to seasons 8 and 9. And then when I took my break, which I'm still on, season 10 came along. But don't worry. I mean, I'm caught up to date with all that. Sopranos is also one that I started from beginning to end. Haunting of Hill House. Y'all know what episode was, you just rocked my world. Shouldn't be eating or drinking when you're watching that show. Craig is editing now. Hi, Wilma from the Philippines. Edson, you look beautiful. Oh, thank you. I am good. Jaramillo? I'm okay. Thank you for asking. You have an idea for a movie? I didn't say I was doing movies. You just want me to watch a movie? I know Mulan's coming out soon. And excuse this lozenge that's in my mouth. I had a acid reflux episode Thursday night into Friday morning, and my throat was so, if you've had one of those and you just like, it's hard to breathe and stuff, your throat gets real sore. So I'm still babying my throat. That's awful. But I usually don't like anything in my mouth. But I'm excited to see the new version of Mulan, but I ain't paying $30. I'll wait for it. I'll wait. But some people say, well, you paid $30 when you go to the movies anyway. I don't. I definitely don't. I go for a matinee. I pay $10 and I take my own snacks. And I have a huge purse that I put my drink in and my candy, chocolate, and anybody else that's with me, they put their candy in there. So I don't pay that much. And I don't care. Until they lower the prices, I'm not going to buy them from the concession stand. Welcome back. Thank you. Hey, Duo. Love the look. Thank you so much. Yeah, I just got finished editing one of Duo's reactions. They're reacting to a lot right now. If y'all don't know who Duo Reacts is, you need to pull it up. They started with Game of Thrones, and they're a husband and wife team, and she had seen Game of Thrones. He was out because he had knee surgery, so he was kind of stuck at home, and he had to heal. And she was just like, hey, what if we watch it? And he was like, fine. Got into it big time, of course. So they've watched all of that. They watched and are still, they're almost caught up on The Walking Dead, but they started with episode 1. They're doing The Haunting of Hill House. They've done All Stranger Things. They're doing some other shows that I haven't seen yet called The Boys, Upload, Americans. Breaking Bad. They're another group of people that got to do Breaking Bad that I don't get to. Nikki and Steven were the first that got to do Breaking Bad, and everybody was like, you can do it now. And I was like, no, I can't. I ain't getting my channel. They had told me no, gave me 2 strikes. Let's see. I have to go up a little bit. Trying the purple. I will do purple. That's the plum dark purple is my fall color. I go from that or like a crimson red, orange. I don't know how I'm feeling yet. It's just, I like messing with my hair because it's so short and I can just kind of bleach it all out, wait a day, not an hour, wait a day, 24 hours, and then add another color. So my husband says, your hair's going to fall out. And I'm like, good. I hope it does. I'd love to know how I look with no hair. I mean, it's very short as it is. So I don't care. Rothgar. Okay. Haven't been on my channel for 2 years. I haven't either. Welcome back. I'm going to explain why I'm doing the live stream on this channel as well, because I told y'all I was starting another channel, which I did. I've got a couple hundred subscribers too, but anyway. Yeah, I do. I am the next president of the United States. American Mom, vote for me in 2024. Just write my name in the back. We don't have time for this. I'll do a speech and give my platform and all that stuff. I've got time. I've got a lot of things that, we just need to sort out, right? Because things are just, it's just kind of sucking right now. Oh my gosh. Don't get me started. Yes, I'm running for president. It's Steve. Stu is here. That's Steve. I'm happy that I'm getting older. Some people don't get that chance, says Kate. I don't mind getting older either, Kate. When I just had my birthday, I turned 48. So I've got 2 more years till I turn the big 50, and I don't care. I'm going to be 50 and fabulous. I do believe. I'm going to try to be. I don't know. I might be a grandma by then. My oldest daughter and her husband, they're not really trying right now, but I told them, I was like, they've been married 5 years now. And at first I said, oh my gosh, don't make me a grandma at 44. Now I'm like, I don't mind being a grandma now, they're not going to call me that, but, thank you, Duo. Thank you for giving me a super chat. Did it come with a question? Because I'm not down there yet. I need to hurry. Vegas again. Oh my gosh, I am there. I'm actually, I'm going to be going to, down to Miami in October to see my aunts. Y'all know that my dad passed suddenly in February. I went for his service and everything in March, which was after my birthday. And I haven't been back since, but I would always visit Miami twice a year to see him. And that was in March and in October. So I still want to make my October trip. I don't want to forget about his sisters and his side of the family just because he's gone. When I found him, I had found them too. And so I'm going to be going there. And y'all, I looked up ticket prices. $80 round trip from Charlotte to Miami. And that's for October. I think I put in the 23rd. Something like that. And then I'm going to be gone for I'm going to stay there for 5 days. So anyway, flights are really cheap right now. And if you can afford it or save up for it, grab a friend, say, let's go to such and such place. Let's go to do it. That was so much fun. It was a fun trip. Y'all need to go on their channel again. And there's a video where I'm on there, and Steve had flown me out to surprise Lacey, and we had a good time. You'll have to check out the video though. That was fun. It was a whirlwind of a weekend, but it was fun. Hey, from France. Nice hairdo. Thank you. Is that Arnold? Arnold. I don't want to put on my glasses. Edson, I'm not doing a TV series. I'm not going to be doing reactions anymore. I'm going to do more vlogging. I'm going to start vlogging and doing more of these live streams, maybe some Q&As, things like that. So I'm watching TV, but I'm not reacting to anything. I am waiting for Stranger Things 4 to come out. I am waiting on Pins and Needles for The Walking Dead season 10, the rest of that to come out. So much. So So I'm just not reacting. It's a lot. I did a lot in 2 years, and I burnt myself out. It was my fault. I have no control. Steve, I think we need to fly you up to Illinois and get some. I know. Well, you don't have to fly me up there. Let me save up some money. Please do halvesies. I don't know how much it is to fly to Illinois right now, but Miami is cheap. That's all I know. And I was like, I'm getting a ticket soon. I need to hurry up and do that. I still hadn't done it. But yeah, y'all can show me around, and I'll get me a good deep dish pizza from Chicago and drink a pop. They tease me when I say Coke or soda, and they call it pop. I'm like, pop what? How are you, Mrs. Meal? Thank you. Hi, Miss y'all. Oh, Handmaid's. Yeah, that's another. I did Handmaid's Tale seasons 1 and 2, Kate. I didn't get to season 3. I kept saying, and I haven't even watched it. I need to go watch it. And then I know that there's some reactors, like Scriptonite, reacts that I think did watch it. And I want to see other people react to it. And I enjoyed it. It's just another one when I took my break that I'm still on. My break, that was like a week or two, is turned into 2 years. So, Walking Dead, yes. Yes, Bob, we do need to take time to love ourselves. That is true. Y'all, May, if you don't know, the month of May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And that ribbon is sort of, there's a ribbon for everything. And I don't mean that in the way it sounded. I'm saying like the teal, not teal. That's sexual assault. Lime green, like a darkish lime green, not too bright, is the mental health color. And I when I write messages and notes and stuff, I always do that green heart, and that's why I do it. Just to, if people are aware of like certain colors and things, it reminds me of mental health. Take care of yourself, because your body will stop. Whether you want it to or not, your body will say, I'm finished. And it just shuts down. And then you're like, our brain is just, it's so complex. And when it shuts down and people are saying, come on, get out of the bed, do this, do that, it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. You got to be careful. Alexis, you got to go back to work finally. Good. Hopefully you've been getting unemployment. This COVID has it's messed up so many things. My husband was an essential worker, so he has not stopped working, which I'm thankful for, because he's been with and without a job over the last couple years. So that was also a little bit of stress, that why I had kind of slowed down too, because he was let go of a really good job, and then was having to look at, being paid by the hour jobs and not salary. And that was a little bit stressful for us. But I'm glad you got to go back to work. It's been a long time without me. I know. I'll come back in some capacity, and I will be doing it on this channel. That's why I'm doing this live stream, because I did start up another channel, and it's called Michelle's Crazy Life, but a lot of people didn't subscribe, which I can understand why it's confusing. And I should have just taken a lot of y'all's advice from the beginning and said, y'all were like, just keep the American Mom channel, and you don't have to do the reactions anymore. Do what you want to do on it, but because I'm not going to take those reactions down. I mean, I was always going to leave this channel up if I started something else, but I might as well just do the vlogging and talking, and I'm going to have like some cooking, like some little cooking session things, because I can't cook, which is going to be the funny part. I'm going to pick a recipe out of a book, and I'm going to go get the ingredients, and then I'm going to try and follow the recipe and feed it to my husband. He's the cook in the family. I don't cook. I burn scrambled eggs. So that would be fun to watch. Hey, Jenna. She loves her much. Are you sure? Because Jenna was in Vegas with us, and she was my roomie, and I think I drove her crazy sometimes, but she was a good sport. Edson is from Brazil. Okay. Craig, this story sounds familiar. No, it doesn't. I'm sorry, Craig. I don't mean to keep bringing it up either. I'm not going to say anything else. Marco loves the duo. There you go. If y'all love any of those shows I was talking about, you need to subscribe and watch, because Steve didn't think he was going to like Game of Thrones. Loved it. That's all I'm going to say. Didn't think he was going to even relate to Walking Dead. He didn't want to watch a show about zombies. He was going to give it a try, but he was having none of it. It's his favorite so far. That's all I'm going to say. So it's funny just to see this growth. And they hit 18,000 subscribers. I think it was today or yesterday, Craig. I know you posted it, and that's so good. Yeah, y'all still watch my reactions. I'm leaving them up. Sometimes the links for certain, if something was blocked or copyrighted, where YouTube was not letting it, whatever, I would take the link and download it, and then I'd put it in a separate video. Well, once I had to cancel my account with this onehub.com is who I used. Once I stopped, having, you pay a monthly fee so that they hold all your files. And once I stopped paying that amount of money a month, because I needed it, the files were gone. And I didn't think of that. I didn't think they'd disappear. I thought maybe they would just kind of still be around, and if I wanted to sign back up, they'd be there. But so there's some videos that says it's in a separate video, and then you click on it and it doesn't work. So I'm sorry, I don't have it. If a patron or somebody has any full-length videos of, I know I'm missing one or two from Haunting Hill. I know I'm missing a couple from, I think, Game of Thrones or Lost. But if anybody has those, I would appreciate you letting me know. Let's see. Thank you for everything that you have done for this channel. I still have my signed giveaway calendar, which I am so happy with. Oh, James creates. Yeah, I went to vistaprint.com, and I had some, I made like 5 calendars that were personalized, and there was pictures of me on January, February, March, April, whatever. And I gave those out as gifts, as prizes, and I had signed them. And so that's what he's talking about. I'm glad you still have it, James. It could be worth $1 million someday. You never know. Especially if I'm going to be president. That's definitely going to be worth the money. Okay, let me hurry. I see another chat. What's that? Ryan. Got everyone. This is her, the really most genuine. This is Steve talking on Duo. This is me, the crazy me, the crying me, the laughing me, the what you see is what you get. But it's the same with them, and I think that's why we clicked so fast. Like when I met them in Vegas, and we were only together like a day and a half total without sleeping. Like, don't count that. It was like old friends that hadn't seen each other in a long time. It was so much fun. We'll get together again soon, somewhere. Ryan, love from Scotland. Thank you so much. Also, Jinx is in Scotland. Ryan, do you know Jinx? Y'all are both in Scotland. I'm assuming you know each other. Just kidding. Okay, Craig is going to help me. The duo is reacting to Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, and Better Call Saul. I never finished Breaking Bad when they gave me those 2 strikes. So I know Better Call Saul is like a continuation of that. So I haven't seen that either, but I've heard they're awesome. They're reacting to those. The Walking Dead, Vikings, The 100, Stranger Things, Haunting of Hill House, Boys, Upload, Bates Motel. That's the other one I haven't seen that people wanted me to react to. I think I put it in a poll, and it didn't win a poll for some reason. The Leftovers or something else won, and so I never got to Bates Motel, but I'll just watch it on my own. Cobra Kai, Americans, Person of Interest. That has one of my favorite people from Lost. I'm not going to say anything because I know Steve's on here, but one of my favorite characters from Lost is on Person of Interest. Into the Badlands, Fear the Walking Dead. I've not seen Fear the Walking Dead. And Lost. As soon as they wrap up The Walking Dead, which they just saw episode 14, so they're going to watch 15, and then they have to wait till October 4th with us to watch the rest of it. And they'll be reacting to that live, and then everybody gets on Zoom and like talks about it after. It's really fun. But they're going to start Fear the Walking Dead, and I just never got into the spinoff of that. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll watch their live reactions, and then maybe I'll watch it myself. What a pleasant surprise. Exactly. Hey, Amy. June, Giovanna. Charmed Original. Hey. Long time subscriber from Game of Thrones days. And James. I bring you so much happy. Oh, thank you for all the little hearts. That's very sweet. I loved watching you react to The Walking Dead, says June. Yes, I love that show. And I never could watch it on the Sunday night. I don't know. I had to like, because we streamed it and it was on Sunday nights. We had to, I had to watch it on Monday mornings. But yeah, I'm going to miss that show if it ever goes away, but I do miss reacting to it. Thank you, Arnold. Shorter, long hair, either way, you're still gorgeous. Oh, thank you. I did have long hair in high school. Big hair, 80s hair. Okay, Duo, when they had sent me a super chat, they said, just a little love to one of the most amazing and wonderful people we have ever met. Much love, Steve and Lacey. Lacey and Steve. Steve did that because he always likes to say his name first. Steve, behave. We're not going into that. Oh my gosh. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. Y'all are amazing people as well. We're going to get back together. Hey, George Alexander. I need to talk to you. I know. Don't be mad at me. The last time I talked to George, I don't think I've talked to you, George, since my dad passed and my dog passed. If I did, it was right after, and I think all I could get out was blubbering. We FaceTimed like this. We Skyped, and I told him he wanted to talk, and I said, "Well, bear with me because I'm not going to make much sense." And it was either right before when he was sick or right after, because everything was just so sudden. My dad died in a week's time. He had just had gallbladder surgery, and then something went wrong, and then I had talked to him actually the morning that he died. I spoke to him on the phone. Never talked to my dad on the phone very often. If y'all have seen our videos together, my dad's Puerto Rican, and he has the very thick accent. He talks Spanglish. He runs all his words together, and it's hard to understand him on the phone. So we would always text. And for some reason, I called the hospital, and I didn't get the doctor. I got him, and we chatted, and I was kidding him. And I said, "My gosh, you're at the VA hospital again. You might as well just rent a room there, And he was like, "Right." And he was like, "Oh, it's always one thing after another." And so we'd never talked like just on the phone. And about 8-9 hours later, my sister, his sister, my aunt called, and she said he's gone. So that was hard, but I think God knew that I needed to hear his voice one more time. I know I'm so lucky that I have these videos of us together, but for me to actually talk to him before he was gone, because I like I said, I always visit in March and in April and in October, and I didn't get to visit in March. He always wants to see me for my birthday, so getting to talk to him, it was just special. It was like I wish it still had not happened. I want him here, obviously, but we got to talk. So, George, I will call you soon, and we will chat. I promise. Would I watch Umbrella Academy? I don't know. It seems really. I've seen little things about it on Netflix, but there's so many other things I want to see first that I'd probably eventually get to it. Like I said, I am still doing some editing to do a Reacts channel, so I'm still involved in that way, which is so much easier for me than having to do all of it and run the channel and sort everything out. So I don't have just all kinds of free time, but there's just some other things I want to see first. But if y'all will remind me, I'll probably watch it. A great show to watch, even though no one reacts, is Winona Earp. If it's not on YouTube, there's probably a reason why it's not. It might not be allowed reaction-wise. Jay Blade, just finished watching your reactions to Sopranos. Love ya. Did you enjoy that? I was very skeptical about watching a mafia show. I never had HBO when my kids were young. We couldn't afford. We just had basic cable. So as I'm getting older, I'm starting to, Game of Thrones, Sopranos, whatever else out there was on. I got to watch Dexter. I love Dexter. That wasn't on HBO, but it was on one of those movie channels. You know what I mean? Just never got to watch that stuff because we couldn't afford it. And I really loved Sopranos, and it just left me like, what is this a joke? Like, what's happening? I'm glad you liked it. Greetings from Uruguay. Gabrielle, Wendy Lou. Hey, Mom, it's awesome being called a grandma. Mine calls me Winnie. Oh, that's cute. Winnie. I would want to be called Gigi. I've already picked it out. And they can either call me Gigi or they can call me Michele. They ain't calling me Grandma or Nana. I had a Nana and I had a Grandma, but their names were also Myrtle and Irene. So we're not doing that. That was another time. I'm gonna be called Gigi. They can call me I don't know, Michele. Yeah, those are their choices. Or I'm gonna ignore them and I won't give them any treats. Hey, Alice Plays. This is Keith. He has a channel, Alice Plays Reactions. I know you're enjoying Lost. It's a complex show, but it's fun, right? Need some Z's. Oh, I love your username. Oh, can I steal that one? My dog's running down the hall. She thinks I'm in there. I love your reactions. I'm just joining now, live now, so I don't know what you've said so far. Your Lost reactions was the best. So yeah, thank you. I loved Game of Thrones. Don't get me wrong. And I love Lost and a lot of other shows I've reacted to. And then just Lost isn't my, it's definitely in my top 10 shows. But it was the funnest to react to because you're guessing and I'd be like, oh, I'm a detective. I figured that out. Oh, I'm a scientist. I knew that this happened. Oh, I'm a doctor. You're supposed to leave any impaled objects in your body. It was the funnest to react to once I got into it and learned the characters. So I'm glad that you enjoyed Lost too, because that was a fun 6 seasons. And I kind of wish I could forget what happened, you know. And that would be a show I wish I could rewatch and just not know anything and enjoy it again. We've got people from Malaysia. I need to keep going. I need to go a little bit faster because I'm talking too much. Surprise, surprise. Katie. Always loved your channel. Okay, sorry. I'm also a patron for Duo. Oh, good. And love that you're a mod. Yeah, I'm a mod on there too. If y'all leave a spoiler on any video, I will take it down if it's a show I watch. I used to ask people, would you please edit this? I don't even have time for that anymore. I just remove it. And if they notice it's been removed, they usually come back and reword it. We ain't got time for that. Charmed Original. Mom, please say you'll be reacting to the Walking Dead season. It's finally. Well, that's sort of the finale. And then we've got 6 more episodes. I don't think I can react to that. I mean, I'm going to watch it. Definitely. If I did react to it, I would not edit it. I would do like a full reaction to it and maybe just try and get it out to y'all somehow. Don't tell anybody. I don't know. Question mark on that. Rodolfo, hello. Jinx, hi. Hey, any fave YouTubers that you watch? Yes. I watch Duo Reacts. I watch George Alexander. He's a good friend of mine, and he has a friend of his that is watching Game of Thrones, and they're going to be starting season 7 soon, I hope. They're enjoying that, and I mean, I think they've already watched it. It's just George needs he's working and stuff, so he needs time to edit that down. So he's putting that out twice a week. I enjoy watching George. I enjoy watching Sis Nerdly. Jamie runs that channel, and her sister Belinda is watching shows. Oh, yes, Steve, y'all. Okay, y'all continue your filming. They just wanted to say, hey, yeah, y'all finish. Love you. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. They need to finish filming. They were on my schedule. Wherever, you kind of eat, watch a show, do something, get your kids in order, watch a show. It's a lot to do, and they're watching a lot of stuff. But so Sis Nerdly, I like. Scriptonite Reacts, I like. I like Jimmy Macram. Jimmy Macram and I, at the end of watching Lost, he finished it maybe a month or two before I did. And when it was over with, I collaborated with him, and it was supposed to be like this, a video, but it turned out to be a podcast because something on my end, because I had called him, something on my end had messed up. Surprise, surprise. My computer was always messing up. But there is in the Lost Extras on my playlist, if you've seen me react to all of Lost and you want to listen to that podcast, you can hear both of our what we thought about this person or what we thought about this situation. And that's kind of fun to listen to. I like to watch Alice Plays, of course. He has reacted to Once Upon a Time, which is in my top 10 shows. I modded for him for that show. And there's not many people that want to get into Once Upon a Time. It's too Disney for them. It's too fairy tale or whatever, but it's so modern day and it's really so good. And he's one of the few people that I knew was going to do it. And so I wanted to help him, and I think he enjoyed it a lot. He's a good reactor. He gets emotional and stuff. It's at times when I did, I'd be like, oh, I remember getting emotional at that point too. So that was neat. Let's see, who else? I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I'll have to come back to that. Those are just the ones that popped into my head. Of course, I watched Nikki and Steven when they started Game of Thrones. I was modding for them for that show. The Walking Dead, they started The Walking Dead in season 7, that big episode, which is what I saw a bunch of people react to that. And I won't say what it is if people aren't caught up with Walking Dead yet. What happens in, episode 1 of season 7, that was the cliffhanger of all cliffhangers. And I had been watching The Walking Dead. I just didn't know there was a YouTube world out there where people reacted to it. And I found it, and I was just like, oh, and then all these recommended. I sat for a whole day just watching people react to that episode. And Nikki and Steven were one of them. So they've done Game of Thrones and they did Vikings. They're watching some shows that I haven't watched, so to follow it, I wouldn't know what they were reacting to. Their Stranger Things reactions are really good. I'll think of some more people as I go along. I don't know. June, Giovanna says, I suffer from bouts of depression, especially since my mom passed away this past October, 2019, but it's been rough. Yeah, it hasn't even been a year. The thing is, and it's important to, first of all, just, I think with mental health, I think whether you have depression, whether you have OCD, bipolar, PTSD, anxiety, severe anxiety can just make you just almost paralyzed. You're paralyzed, but like you're screaming inside. It usually goes with depression. I think that it's good to just, see your doctor, do what's best for you. Not everybody wants to take antidepressants and be on medication for the rest of their life, but I take what I need to, but I also see a therapist, and she has helped me tremendously. And just even this past year, I've just been able to go back and see her because of COVID. They were doing video, they were open for video, but I wanted to see her in person. And we had some sessions. I was like, I don't know if I still haven't really dealt with my dad's passing because some of y'all don't know the backstory, and I'll just briefly tell you, and maybe I'll do a whole video on it a different time. I just found my dad in 2016. And for 36 years, I didn't know where he was. My mom remarried an a-hole, and they moved me away from Florida, away from my dad, the person you've seen on the videos, when I was 7. So for 36 years, we didn't know where each other was. I didn't know if he was alive or dead. I couldn't find any of his family members. I didn't know anything. So for the last 4 years, I've been going and visiting twice a year. So I've had 8 to 10 visits. And that's all I've had with my dad. And you can see on our videos that we get along so well, but it's hard for me to let that go, because I felt like we still have so much to cover. Like, we just found each other and now he's gone. Like, that's not fair. But I know a lot of people out there don't have fathers and I get that. So I know it's hard, but therapy can really help, because I told my therapist, I said, I've grieved, but I haven't fully grieved yet. I'm afraid to go there, if you know what I mean. I'm afraid to, it's like when you know that there's a closet full of stuff because you've stuffed it in there. And if you open the door, everything's going to fall on top of you, because that's what it's going to do. I kind of feel like that's going to happen to me. If I open the door, if I go deep and really deal with my feelings, I feel like I'm not going to come out of it. And she understood that. And she said, now, give yourself more credit than that. She always tries to build me up. But I've been there before. I've been in that dark hole before, and I didn't want to come out of my room, and I didn't want anybody to tell me what to do, so I get that. And so I'm sorry about your mom passing. That's it's going to be hard. I can have a great day, and then tomorrow it'll hit me hard, and I'll stand in the shower and I might just cry for 10 minutes. It comes in waves. Just comes in waves. Did I get into the Mandalorian? No, I did not. I did not see any of that, Diana. Keith says, Alice Plays is Keith. I have bipolar and borderline personality disorder. I know about the struggles with mental health. Yes. Yes. I will keep y'all in my prayers that are struggling with these things, because I'm telling you what, this COVID and the quarantine has been so different. It's just different. And it was even, I didn't know what to do when my dad passed. And then a month later, we had to have our dog of 10 years. put down because she had leukemia, dog leukemia. I forget the name of it. It was a blood cancer, but the next month, and I couldn't, I could call people, but I couldn't go to my mom's house like I normally would if this epidemic wasn't happening and go and hug them. And just everything, just wanting to be held by people and be consoled and get out and about, and everything shut down and we couldn't see anybody. And it's like, you kind of go into this little cave, this little hole. It's been really hard. I get it. Yes, June says this. Do I react? Subscribe to them. You subscribe to them. Good. Charmed Original. Even though they won't be finished until September 15th, have you two begun reacting? I can answer that. They have not started Lost yet. They're going to start soon because they did this huge poll and it was between Lost and Sons of Anarchy, and it was close. It was a close percentage. And so Sons of Anarchy might be next when something else goes away. But Lost did win, and they haven't started it yet. So just, put the notification bell on. That's how y'all will know when stuff's uploaded. They're going to love it. Lacey has seen Lost, I think, when it came out. So she says, I remember most of it, but I'm sure she's going to have forgotten a lot too. But she'll be able to help him understand something if he doesn't. You know what I mean? So, Jasmine and you in Florida, USA. Hey, I like your name too. I'm from Miami. Love your reactions with the TNT boys and the Jolly Bee. I enjoyed those too. Now, those are emotionally draining. There's no way I could go back and watch those. I can't. They can be a happy, you can have a happy cry or a sad cry, but it's still exhausting. I don't know. Those commercials and the TNT boys, I love them. I miss watching their stuff, but I still have everything on the channel. So just go through the playlist, and I've reacted to a lot of singers. I enjoy music. I've always sang. I've always sang at my church. I sang at my school. I've sang in competitions. I've sang at weddings. I've sang at funerals. I've been in a group. I love music, and I love when it just hits you right there. And yeah, amazing. Kimberly, hey mom, just bought a house and you've spent the last month with a leaky ceiling, and then you thought it was fixed, and it was, you have to spend $7,500 rewiring your house. Oh my gosh. Go to Facebook and go fund a page or whatever it's called. Good grief. Well, I don't even know what to say about that. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. That kind of sucks. But here we are in 2020. What better year for this to happen, Oh, in 2020, this happened. Yeah, I've got a list of things. I mean, it's not bad enough. Oh my gosh. And you're an amazing cook. You could give me tips. Okay. After I do my first video of cooking something and having my husband taste it, then I will start asking for some tips and some hints, and because I know I'm not going to know what a recipe book is telling me to do when it wants me to fumble or tumble, or they use those words, do this and that to the meat and to the Come on. You want me to crush it? You want me to smash it? You want me to, roll it? Speak clear. Hate that. Hey, Katie Weber, Daryl Lover fan, Daryl Dixon Lover. She's on our Zoom meetings on Duo Reacts, and she's a patron, been a patron with them for a long time, and she loves her some Daryl Dixon. And I love him too, so if you don't like him, you can just get on out of here. Glad you're here. If we want to send you a letter or something. Oh, yes. I'm still checking my P.O. box. I am. I've left it open because I wasn't going to, but I did leave it open because my husband needed to start with one of his jobs. He was starting to, when he was doing insurance and stuff, he was needing to receive stuff, and he didn't want everything sent to the house. So he was like, I'll just pay. I'll pay to keep your box open. And I was like, go ahead. So I'm glad he did, because now it won't change for a third time. Yeah. Send me a letter. Send me pictures of y'all. Right on the back of them where, this is us at the state fair or whatever. Yeah, I love that kind of stuff. Postcards, whatever. Christmas cards. I'll read them. I love them. Cooking episodes would be fun to watch and let your husband take. That's what I was thinking. I mean, these are all going to be these are going to be vlogs. Okay. I'm going to start vlogging, and I don't want to set a schedule and set myself up for reactions again. I kind of feel like those 2 years that I did it, and I did it fast and hard and a lot. I burned myself out, and I've said that, but I don't want to go back to that. I think there's other things I can do that will be fun. I want to do some more where I'm talking in the car. I want to do, this is something that I want to do, really soon. It's kind of hard to get out and about when everybody's got these masks on. Okay. And I live in the South, and it's like 90 degrees. It thunderstorms every night because of, it cools down, and y'all might have that too. It's just been crazy weather. We've had hurricane warnings and tornado warnings a couple months ago or something. It's just, the weather's just been crazy. Y'all just get ready for the end of the world is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I want to, what was I talking about? See, I've lost my mind a little bit. Oh, the car vlogs. The thing I want to do is go out into our lovely public, and I want to see if I can get strangers, people that I don't know, because I thought about doing this with other YouTube creators, and then I was like, no, there's a lot of not red tape, but it would just be a lot to go through to contact other reactors and talk about this. And I thought, I want to go up to strangers, and I want to know how they think and what they think is going to be in The Walking Dead episode 15, season 10 finale. How do they think this is all going to wrap up into a little bow? And if you have not been caught up, don't pay attention to this part. I'm giving you a moment to mute it or whatever. I would love to hear other people's views on Michele, on Negan. Has he made a turn on, the whole alpha and beta? Now beta, which little alpha? Yeah. I want to know just from total strangers, and they're going to probably look at me like, what do you want? But I'll get their permission, and I'll be like, can I put you on the channel? Can you answer some questions? I think that would be fun. So that's going to be a video. and I need to work on that. Do I have a McAllister's where I live? Yeah, Alexis. You highly recommend the food. Oh, I love their, believe it or not, they have good salads and stuff, but I love their loaded baked potatoes. They have sandwiches. They have all kinds of stuff. I know. But when I want a good loaded baked potato, I go to McAllister's Deli. I love it. Yes, we have one. I love it. You're still watching my Lost reactions. You're only up to season 4 at the moment. Well, yeah, don't go ahead of yeah, don't watch mine and then do your reaction. Keith, take your time. But let me know, like, if some of our reactions are similar. Like, because you catch on to stuff pretty quick. And sometimes I have to watch it twice. And sometimes I had to have mods say, you're going off. You were doing good, but then you went like this. We need to get you back on track because the next few episodes, you need to understand this part. And I'd go, oh. So I had people kind of helping me. But then, like, I would brag. Now, when I guess something on my own, that was me because I would brag on myself, right? I'd be like, oh my gosh, I am just so awesome. But I'm glad you're watching those. Savon, did I hear about the new TV show that's made by Once Upon a Time creators? Okay. Well, Once Upon a Time creators also did Lost, and then Once Upon a Time, because we see a use of the characters a lot in both of those shows. I did not, in my own personal taste, I did not like that they added season 7 of Once Upon a Time. They should have ended it with 6. It was tied up in a bow. They brought it full circle, and then they ruined it, to me. But if it's going to be a good show, like seasons 1 through 6, Once Upon a Time and Lost, then I'll watch it. But I've not heard of anything or what it's called. Katie, thank you. Hey, Michelle, I really enjoyed your Game of Thrones reactions and your Walking Dead reactions. Love you. Love you too, girl. I'll see you on Zoom on Tuesday night where we're watching episode 14 of, no, 15. There's 16 total. Episode 15 on Tuesday with Duo. It's going to be good. Thank you so much. And I'm glad you enjoyed my Game of Thrones reactions too. That was my editing got significantly better as Game of Thrones went on. Because if you just look at season 1 or even some of 2, it's like my lighting wasn't right. It's a mess when you start out until you find your little niche. And I was just like, this is just a hot mess. I don't think I'm going to figure this out. But I think I did eventually. But thank you for watching those. And if y'all know people that love those shows, give them my channel. Let them know that I've watched Game of Thrones and Lost and Sopranos, and let them know about Duo. Like, even if you've seen it, like, share it with someone else. Because during this quarantine time, there's only so much Netflix can give us. Because, I mean, I'm just like, with Netflix, it's like, I'm sick of it sometimes. Robert, you've missed me. Thank you so much. I miss doing this and talking to y'all. I know I've been promising like some live streams 2 or 3 times now. And like I've said, you have good days and you have bad days. And I had to finally just say, Michelle, stop calling it ahead of time. Stop saying, hey, next Sunday I'm doing a live stream, because you don't know how you're going to feel that day. But I would want to do it, and then I just would not, or I just wouldn't say anything, or I would say I'm not able to do it, because it's that good, good day, bad day, good day, bad day. And that's how it would happen. And I thought I just can't, because I'll start reading something and I'll start crying. Missed my reactions. Thank you. Michele, just do a community post every day or like a countdown, and be sure to put a link to your new channel to get your subs up. People will see it. Just a suggestion. Oh, Wendy, you're talking about for the Michele's Crazy Life. I don't know if I'm going to post anything else on that channel. I think every video that's on that channel right now, I think I've transferred over to this channel. I'll make sure, but I might just delete that channel because I've already got my subscribers here. And if I try new things, the thumbnail and what it's about is either going to grab your attention or it's not. Whereas starting over, you have to have more than 1,000 subscribers to even, there's so much that goes into it. I'm a partner with YouTube, and I didn't know any of this until I had reached my 1,000 subscribers. Then you start getting all these notifications. Then you'll be recommended on the side for certain things. Then that's when you start getting not a lot of money. I'm not going there, but if you do Patreon and you get like, hundreds of thousands of views on something, then yeah, you're going to be making some money. Excuse me. But yeah, I may just delete it. I want to make sure everything's been transferred over, and then I may just delete Michele's Crazy Life because I'm just going to start putting stuff on here now. I think that's what I'm going to do. Michele, we love you. Just remember that. Thank you, Diana. It's good to hear. I mean, I love y'all too. I love the support. I miss this. Hi from Lebanon. Just y'all are from all over the world, and I'm just a 48-year-old mom with 2 grown kids, and I wanted to find something to do. I was a hairstylist, and we had to move across town so that my daughter could go to the school that she wanted to go to. Well, she was already going to, but she needed to finish up her senior year at this same school, so we needed to move to that district. And I gave up my salon, and I also gave up my car, and she didn't have a car at the time. She has one now, but I gave her my car to drive. So my husband would go to work, and my daughter, we moved here to Concord, which is north of Charlotte, and she would go to school and he would go to work, and I was here without a car with my dogs. And I just was like, this isn't me. Like, I've always worked 2 jobs, and I've always worked all the time, and I need to find something to do. And when I found this world, I was like, I could try that, because I talk to myself whether somebody's in the room or not. I mean, that could be kind of scary, but my girls are used to it. They know that, they're like, oh my gosh. And I talked to, well, Precious is gone now. I'm used to saying my dogs, but I talked to her, and then I always talk back in her voice. You know what I mean? Yes, mommy, I love it, like that. And then I'm like, well, good. You be good. You be a good girl. You come here. No, mommy, I'm tired right now. Yeah, I changed my voice, but I do this little, and my family now is just like, there she goes. And I thought, well, okay. The hardest part was learning like this equipment and stuff. And I was just like, let me just see if people will watch it. And I had started Breaking Bad and American Horror Story. And then when those 2 flip-flopped, bad on me by giving me strikes, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I got scared. And then Game of Thrones was brought into my life, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love Sean Bean. I knew Sean Bean was in it. He's Boromir from Lord of the Rings, and that's one of my favorite movies. I was like, well, yeah, I'll watch this show. I've heard of it. I know there's, it's medieval, and it's that he's in it, and there must be a throne in it, So then we all know what happened at the end of season 1, but I loved it. So I don't know why I got off on that. But that's how I fell into this world, and I love it. I love talking to everybody. Shane from The Walking Dead is playing Tony Soprano's dad in that prequel movie that you mentioned. I saw that comment up there earlier. I don't know if I want to see I'm very finicky. It's kind of like Fear the Walking Dead. I don't know if I want to see something like that. I know I'm going to know some of the characters because some have crossed over. And I know it's going to be similar, but I'm going to compare it to the original that I fell in love with 8 years ago. I think it was starting season 3 when I discovered The Walking Dead. But anyway, without Tony Soprano in it, because I know the actor's dead, right? I mean, so I don't know. Don't put any pressure on me. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm 20 minutes behind on reading the comments. Craig, what is wrong with me? Oh my gosh, Greg. I just added you as a moderator, Craig. Sorry. He's like, I've got enough to do, you witch. Okay, let me hurry up. Watching Z Nation and Stranger Things is so good. Oh, I thought of another channel I love. Sith Furion. I don't think it says reacts. SITHFURION. Sith Furion. Look him up. He breaks down Vikings. He's from the UK. He has a heart of gold. He's this big muscly guy like this. I think he has long hair, but he always wears the ball cap on backwards. And he edits and does something with this kind of stuff in real life. So he's very good at editing, and he has a huge green screen behind him, and that's where you see. And then he's off to the side. He's done all of Stranger Things. He gets emotional. He'll start to cry, and he'll be like, no, you're not going to do it to me. No. But then he will. Game of Thrones. I've watched all of that. His Viking reactions are good. His Haunting of Hill House reactions. If you love The Haunting of Hill House, you have to watch Sith Furion every episode that he did. He made me realize and think of things in a way that I wasn't even going there. But it's real. It's like he wasn't reaching for something. Like, it makes sense. He's one of my favorite reactors. I don't know why I didn't mention him. He's helped me out a lot with my channel, with some of my stuff. Sorry about that. Wendy says, I have all my Game of Thrones 6, 7, and 8 recorded, but never edited. I keep getting called away at work. Now I don't have the patience to learn editing. Well, it's a pain in the ass. But the easiest, if you have an Apple, which we have a Mac, unfortunately. And I say that because we started out with a Mac. That computer messed up. And then I didn't know this, but once you have files on a certain computer and you upgrade or you change and you still want to keep those files, you have to change to the same. So I couldn't change to Windows at that point or whatever. So we got another Mac, and iMovie comes with Apple computers. So just pull up iMovie, all one word, and that's pretty easy to learn. There are other ones out there that make these neat thumbnails that you see people have, and background. I had a person for the beginning of my Lost reactions. You'll see that they're really cool thumbnails. I didn't do them. Someone else, a friend of mine in the UK, did those for me. He was just like, can I pick the thumbnail? And because he was a losty. He knew what to put that wouldn't be a spoiler for people. And I didn't know anything about that. So those are adorable looking. And there are some that, and plus iMovie is free. So, you know, when you find the time, just try that. Tony from Paris. Oh, you adore me. Thank you. I'm my husband. William Carson, you are a reactor retiree now. Will we see you in another life? Looking forward to your latest. Yes, you're going to see me in vlogging. I'm going to try and learn how to cook. Where's my list? Damn it. There it is. I'm going to do some car vlogs. I'm going to do, I might just be venting in the car. Somebody might be pissing me off and I might just turn my camera on. I might just have a day where it's like where you vent, like, I don't know, just vent about something. Vent Fridays, vent Thursdays, something like that. Oh, a couple of y'all have asked me about, since I was a hairstylist, y'all had asked me about demonstrating how I cut my husband's hair. I had recently just cut his hair. And when in the middle of doing that, I was like, Michelle, you were supposed to be recording this. So give me a couple weeks and I will do that. I use clippers, but I also use my razor because I like to add a little movement. And I cut my own hair also. I use clippers and I use a mirror. And then I use a razor, and all this is uneven cut. It's not cut flat. The way it's like this is the way I've cut it. I've cut it long here and short here. You know what I mean? If I can show y'all that, I will. I had a shopping video up with me and my daughter one time where we were shopping and drinking, and it was just a short little video, and I thought it was fun and cute. So I may do more of those. I want to do more of these live streams. I want to do some Q&As. I want to like have a whole thing where I'll ask y'all in the community tab to just ask me questions. And that way I have them ahead of time and I'm not scraggling like this. Because I want to keep it going, keep it moving. I've been wanting to talk about the quarantine for a while now, and I've actually talked to George a little bit about this in the past, and I think we're going to try and do it together. I think we're going to try and make a game of it to make it, you know, because it's such a you say COVID or Corona or 2020, you just want to pull your hair out. So we were going to do something, and we need to collaborate, and it'll either be on his channel or mine, and I'll let y'all know what that's going to be. But I am going to be doing mostly vlogging, and there's also something else that Jamie from Sis Nerdly channel told me about, and I don't know how to describe it. She sent me some examples of things I could do. There's these trips that you take locally, and there's a thing, and it sends you places, and you're never to go alone, and you're to I don't know, I can't describe it. She sent me a thing and what the name of it is, and I want to do that because that seems like it would be fun. If I don't die, I don't want to, you know, I mean, it's not worth my life. But I think that would be something fun and different, because I kind of like being a little creeped out and scary, and it's always fun to see somebody else scared. I know that. God, I wish I could have left my American Horror Story reactions up, because those had some of my best reactions, because those freaked me out, like shows like that. But okay. Oh, you grew up in the Miami weather. Yes. You can't beat the weather down here. You talking about Miami? Yeah. Humidity. I don't know if I could live there again. I mean, I was young. I was about 10 when we moved to North Carolina, and we get all the seasons here. We get all 4 seasons. So I don't know if I could go back to Miami to live. Somebody's saying I should watch Dark. I've heard so many controversial things about Dark. You got to watch it in this language. You got to watch it at this speed. You got to make sure that it's, oh, I don't know if I have the stamina to watch that show. Let's see. I love watching your reactions with your stress balls. You cracked me up that Lacey now has. Yeah. Those balls, they actually have the AT&T logo on them because my husband worked for AT&T from his other job that he got let go of. Anyway, so it has that symbol on it, and I had them in the room, and I was watching Lost, and it was an episode, and I forget which season or episode I took them out of, but because I realized during Game of Thrones, you don't realize it at the time, when you have like a habit or a tick, and I was I was treating my face like it was silly putty, and I'd be editing and I'd be like, oh my gosh, Michele, you're pulling your face, like stop. And then I'd tell myself the next time, okay, keep your hands down, and then I would do it again. So I got the stress balls helped. But when I did retire from reactions, I'm not retiring from YouTube, but when I did retire from reactions, I did want Lacey to have my balls. And I gave her those in Vegas because I told her she needed them. And she looked the way when I said that to her, and I was like, you need some balls. And she didn't know I had them with me. And she just looked at me like, okay, I'm going to be polite right now because I don't know you. And she was like, okay. And then I gave them to her. So she has my balls now. And I told Steve not to touch them. He has his own. Craig. A video. Hey, I miss you so much. Thank you for your emails. They're very inspiring. You love my hair. Thank you. It's a silvery blue. It looks more blue than silver, but I'm just trying it out for now. A video. If you happen to have any, I had mentioned this earlier, if you happen to have any of my, some of the, since you were a patron, if you have any of my full-length things from Lost or Haunting of Hill House or anything I'm missing that, I would put in like separate links, but they don't work now. I know you had sent me some of the Lost ones, and I was so thankful because I was able to put those up for people, but I don't know where all of them are. And I don't know if you would even have any of those, but I don't have access to get them. So I'm throwing that out there. I had already asked everybody if they had them. So thank you if you do. And thank you for your emails and your support. I appreciate it. You've been very helpful through all this shit. Just the shit storm. I'll just say it. Kimberly, I feel with you with the pups. I work with dogs, and 8 have passed away. Oh, and a 4-year-old, Visla, who has cancer, and her mom is going to bring her in one more time so we can say goodbye. Yeah. That's so hard. But I got so many neat messages. I had made the announcement on my Facebook page about our dog passing, and she was almost 11. She was actually 9 days from turning 11 years old. There was just so many things. She'd been with us since she was 4 months old. She was, almost 11. She was always with me. She was who I would hug and, love on when I needed a good cry, and she'd lick my tears. And I got so many neat poems and things from people about the Rainbow Bridge, and I'd never heard of the Rainbow Bridge. And those just made me boohoo. I might do a video where I read some of those, because some of them are, I mean, they are deep. They are deep. And I don't know, maybe somebody would want to hear it. Again, if you see a thumbnail, if you see something that you want to watch, just click on it. And if you don't, it's okay. Oh, I went up too far. Wansoy Cilantro, fan from Philippines. I thought you're closing your channel for a new one. I did open a new channel, and I'm going to transfer, if I haven't already, some videos from there to here. And I'm just going to stick with this as my main channel. I still have the Southern Mom channel out. That has about 3,000 subscribers. But that channel I had to open up out of necessity when I had 2 strikes against me. When I was like going through Game of Thrones, and then all of a sudden they were hitting me with Breaking Bad and other stuff. And I was starting to get like actual subscribers. I had more than 1,000, and I didn't want to lose my channel. So I had some friends help me and say, just start a backup channel. Just have it. And then, you won't lose everything. So that's still out there. But yeah, I might delete the newest channel and just put everything on here. The vlogging, the cooking, the hair cutting, all that stuff. D Ham, I was sad to hear of your dad's passing. Lost mine just a few months before yours passed. Wow. So more towards the beginning of 2020. It's not going to get easier. I know people, I mean, this is the first, I've lost my grandparents that I grew up with, and that was hard. But that was back in 2001 and 2009. And again, just being able to find my father, and I remembered him from when I was little. I mean, you could remember stuff when you were 7 years old and a little bit younger. And then all of a sudden, anyway, I find him again, and it's like, he's older. I've got kids. I'm older. It was really weird, the first meeting. And only like 10 visits later, he's gone. It's just, I don't know. I have good days and I have bad. So I hope you have more good days than bad. Watched every single one of Lost and Sopranos reactions. Been a great ride. Thank you. Eviatar Hadar? I'm not saying the names right. Yeah, I enjoyed those shows. Just tuned in, not sure what you're talking about, but just started your Game of Thrones. Oh, give my editing some time. It's not good at all in the beginning. Give me till about season 3. I think I had Mac together then. I don't know. But thank you for watching those. Peaky Blinders. I've heard about Peaky Blinders, and I was actually considering Peaky Blinders because Sith Furion, I've mentioned his channel, he was reacting to it, and I asked him if he thought it would be something that I would enjoy reacting to. And he gave me some pros and cons. And so I was considering it, but I'm not reacting anymore. So keep safe. Fans from the Philippines. I love y'all. Watching in Lebanon. Thank you. Thank you for what you do. Did you hear about the new TV show called Epic? Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's the one that's from the Once Upon a Time creators. I've not heard about it. Hopefully they'll show some teasers or something on TV, because I love both of those shows. I love Once Upon a Time and Lost, and those are from the same creators. So I should react to the Golden Girls. I watch them at night sometimes. They replay them on the Hallmark Channel. I love watching just stuff I've already seen, like fluff TV, where you don't have to really pay attention. I might be on my phone playing solitaire, but it's on in the background, and I kind of watch it, and then I'll laugh. And I watch Golden Girls a lot. I'm not going to react to it, but because I know it word for word. I'll probably say what they're going to say before they do. Mom's reaction Ben was the best. Yeah. I think Duo Reacts is off of here. Yeah, he was my favorite, wasn't he? Okay, good. He muted me while I was talking about Lost. I'm glad. Didn't really give anything away. Gotta love the Golden Girls. I'm trying to go faster. I know. I need to go faster. Hey, from Palm Springs, California. Praying for me, hugs. Thank you so much. The Witcher was another one that I was considering reacting to. Actually, I did a poll and everything, and The Witcher had won the poll, but I haven't come back. So that was actually the last show that I really thought I was gonna, come back. Had the intention to, and that was what I was gonna dive into and get into, and it was going to be great, and it was going to have if I loved Game of Thrones, it was going to have everything I wanted to watch, and it was different, and still haven't seen it, so maybe I'll check it out on my own. Let's see. Jimmy Macram is awesome, Keith. When you're done with Lost, go to my Lost Extras in the playlist and watch some of the fun behind the scene things. And then there's some tributes, and then Jimmy and I's podcast is on there. Kimberly said, loves of Jimmy Macram. He's lovable. He tries to put up this. No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't. He's from New York. I mean, you got to be tough if you live in New York, I think. Charm says, don't forget Nikki and Steven react. No, yeah. I just haven't watched them in so long. I did end up mentioning them as reactors that I like to watch. And I need to do this. Somebody asked me this during a Q&A live stream, and I'll have them written out because I'm not, like, my mind's all over the place right now. I did mention them at the end because they're just reacting to stuff I've not seen, and haven't watched lately. But if they get on and do like a live stream or something, I always pop in. But Twitch, I don't understand Twitch. I know that's a gaming thing because Duo does it too. I don't tune in for that kind of stuff because I don't like games, so I don't want to watch people play games. Yeah. Tony has. Oh, Ralph, I have come to reclaim Rome for my people. Yes, sir. We love Italy. Bow to Caesar. Tony from Paris, France. I follow you since Sopranos. Love that show. Oh, Hogwarts Reacts. Yes. Yes, I've given Hogwarts Reacts a shout out. They also haven't been reacting lately. They actually put out a video. I mean, I'm still subscribed to them, obviously. And I got a notification where they were like, where we've been and what we've been doing lately. And it just came out of nowhere. And I didn't even get a chance to watch it. But I was like, oh, they're still alive. They're doing good. So when they finished Lost, they probably just took some time off. And now with 2020, everything's crazy. So I'm glad you love Once Upon a Time. I know you do. I mean, I don't know how you felt about season 7. I gave him a heads up and said, just take it with a grain of salt, but it wasn't my cup of tea. And I told him, I said, I never finished it. I did react to half of it, but I didn't finish it. I said, so I can't mod for the rest of it. So he may have loved it, and people wanted me to react to it, but I just wasn't into it. And if I'm not into a show, I'm gonna be like, and then I don't want to be bad mouthing something if somebody likes it. So I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm gonna stop at season 6. But he does great. Yes, Kimberly, his reactions to Lost are amazing. He's loving that. He's more than halfway through. Yeah. Watched all his current Lost. Yes. And love listening to your theories. That's what I'm saying. He likes to take his time afterwards and discuss and try to make sense of it. And he'll make a prediction and he'll say, And then he may come back in a few episodes and go, well, I was wrong about that, or I was right, or, yeah. It's fun watching his mind just going and trying to work it out. Alexis Turner, the 6-year mark of my mom's death was the 15th of this month from liver cancer. I'm so sorry. That's hard. 6 years still, I still have the first Thanksgiving. Well, my dad's birthday was in April, so I had to go through that. Father's Day. It was my first Father's Day in 4 years. I didn't have a father to send a Father's Day card to. So that was different. I sent one to my Uncle Tio that lives in Miami, and he's always been there for me, and he's a strong father figure in my life. So I sent him a Father's Day gift this year. So that hit me hard, and I stayed in bed all day, and my husband understood, and I said, don't try and get me out of this bed. I'm staying here, and I don't want to talk. I don't even ask me what's wrong. Anyway, I know I've got Thanksgiving that's coming up. I know I've got Christmas. I know when I go down in October, it'll be the first time that I've been back since his memorial, and I won't be visiting his home. I won't need to rent a car, because I would always rent a car, and that way I could come and go from my aunt's house, who I would stay with, because my dad just had a 1-bedroom apartment he rented it from somebody, and so I'd stay with them, and then I'd go visit him every day. And there's just going to be a lot of firsts. But even after 6 years, I'm going to feel the same way. I'm going to be like, I'm going to hate February, because that's the month he died. And then he missed my birthday in March, and then his was in April. Like, there's always something. And the thing is, we just miss them. If they were good people, we're just going to miss them. And, we have to just learn. It has to be something that we like I said earlier, it's good to talk to somebody about it. I had a best friend of mine that passed in 2015, a year before I found my dad. She would have been so happy for me. She died suddenly from cardiac arrest. So I don't have close friends. I haven't had good luck with girlfriends. And so seeing a therapist, just talking to someone else, has helped me a lot. And it's good to not always have somebody say, well, it'll get easier. Well, it might, like for a month, or, you know what I mean? Like, but it's not just all of a sudden, oh, that didn't happen, and you go on with your life. Yeah. Maybe I'll do a live stream like this where we can talk about loss, maybe how to deal with it, because my therapist has really shared with me some awesome things. And even when I found my dad, she had told me, you're not the same person. You're not 7. So when you meet him and you see him, he's going to be different. You're going to be different. And it's okay to talk about the past, talk about when you were little, but don't dwell on it. So like after our first couple visits, my therapist said, okay, Now you need to start making new memories with your dad, because you're both going to fall into this. We missed out on 36 years worth. Me getting married, me having kids, him doing this, he never had any more kids, but just everything that, and we would start getting like, who do we blame for this? You know, well, we knew